my play is a trio of pot stocks: Tilray, Canopy, and Cresco Labs, all trending tickers on Yahoo Finance today. All three stocks surging today on, relatively speaking, no real new news. Though on Friday, President Biden did become the first American president to sign American-specific reform marijuana legislation into law. Now, the bill was specifically focused on research, making it easier for scientific researchers to study the plant. It also calls on the federal government to look into the potential therapeutic benefits of marijuana. Tilray, Canopy, and Cresco all moved higher, much higher, nearly 9% earlier today, and they've really come back down to earth dramatically. Now, they're all still in the plus. Cresco Labs in particular outperforming the other two. All three still having a nice day, but it is really hard to figure out what is going to be the true catalyst for these pot stocks other than federal legalization, which at best is between 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 years away. All three of those stocks down between 35 and 50% this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just another case of investors looking for any sort of piece of good news. It's hard to make sense of the way that many of these stocks have traded. I think investors initially were very hopeful going back a couple of years in terms of what we could potentially see on the federal level. But like you said, any movement there is likely years away. So I think that is why whenever we get a tidbit of good news or negative news, we see pretty dramatic fluctuations in the prices of these stocks.
And then you also see the people that made a little bit of their money back, right? Sort of saying
10%
in one day on a stock that hasn't done well. For some people, I think it's an easy way out, and that's why those stocks move so much within the day.
You're also seeing all three of those begin to diversify their product lineup outside of cannabis into liquor, into beer, into sports drinks, because they realize it's a long-term story with cannabis.